Good morning, guys. NTRP. No, it's definitely not on my watch list. Absolutely not. It's way too thin. Yeah, hey CMR, I hope this thing goes to 50 today. You know, I'm probably not gonna look at it unless it goes to 50. Yeah, pretty, you know, nothing I'm excited about on the long side for today, and no gappers I'm excited about. Maybe this mRNA on the coronavirus stuff, they're gonna try to make a vaccine for it or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, fuel cell. I mean, I gave back 200,000 in profits in pre-market. That's all I have to say. I gave back 200,000 in like 15 minutes. I was long 200,000. I sold some on the way up, locked in some, and I even sold some like 319 pre-market, and then the earnings hit, and I didn't see it. I was slacking. I was doing other stuff. I was very sloppy. It's easy to get complacent in a market like this. You know, like, whatever, 50 or 100K here or there, who cares? But, you know, that was 200K, kind of hurt a little bit. I should have stalked. The mistake I did, like, I should have stalked it. Like, I should have watched the chart constantly. And, you know, as soon as earning, you know, because it could have gone higher, you know. So a lot of shorts in this thing, and even, you know, the report is obviously shit. But, you know, it could have squeezed higher also. And, you know, I should have watched the first reaction, and yeah, I should have sold like most of my shares on that first, like on those first few candles when it went red in pre-market. That was my mistake. So I sold some in the 230 and some like 218 or something. And I still have some, but yeah, that was a big one. I was up like 250K on it, and total, with including the shares I locked in yesterday, and now I'm not up 250K on it. Now I'm only up maybe 50K on it. So, which it was still a decent trade, but you know, it's a pretty significant sum. 200K is a pretty significant sum. I'm not happy about it. I got sloppy. That's what happened. I got sloppy. I should have watched the stock. That's what I should have done. And as soon as it started selling off on earnings, I should have you know, locked in. So that sucked. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. But that's okay, you know. I'll survive. I'm just $200,000 poorer than I was a couple of hours ago. That's all. Not the end of the world. So I'm watching SPCE pretty closely today for a potential reversal. You know, it's not a big percentage mover, but it's pretty liquid, and you know, I'm just gonna try to find a nice range on it to short it. So nice intraday, tight intraday setup. GSX, I'm stalking it also. It's easy to borrow. GSX, preferably it runs to like high 30s or something. It's just starting to speed up. It's kind of been grinding higher, and now it looks like it tries to speed up, potentially. And Tesla also, obviously main watch. I really want this thing to go to 600 first, but you know, if I see a nice intraday setup, I'll trade it. Not gonna go crazy on size, but it's not really the kind of setup you go crazy on size yet. GSX, I'm actually gonna take it off my intraday short, on my intraday watch list. I'm gonna wait for this thing to set up. So I'm only gonna watch SPCE and Tesla out of the gate. INO looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of this thing. You know, I had it opening range highs yesterday, got stopped out opening range lows, and I rebought it. And now it looks like I'm gonna get stopped out again. I also bought APT and Lake. Those were pretty big. Lake or APT I bought like 420, it shot up to 520s very fast. Lake I bought like 1270s or 80s. You know, this one also to mid 15s pretty fast. I'm all out fuel cell. I had tiny left, but I'm all out now. It's, you know, unfortunately I gave back a lot of money on it. Holy shit. $200K is no joke. Mallinckrodt keeps going higher. Again, I said this was gonna be the biggest percentage winner out of Tiva and ENDP, and so far I've been right. I'm up, you know, closing in on 90% soon. It's starting to hit some resistance area here in high 6s, low 7s. We'll see. I still have most of my shares. I probably should sell some, you know. I'll sell some. Well, I'll put some orders up there. Shumia still long, very strong. I think this thing goes to 11s or something. There's really no resistance until like 11. Trove I bought yesterday, gonna release data on Saturday, so I thought it was maybe gonna have a run up into that, considering the market and everything being very strong for these types of shit stocks. And yeah, we'll see. It closed very weak, but maybe it catches a bit today. I don't know. Yeah, I know, probably gonna get stopped up. Other than that, you know, Plug is holding up well, considering the fuel cell fiasco. BLDP is also holding up well. They're both up pre-market, so. Not much else to. SC is capping up on an upgrade. I've been long this thing for about a month, from 19th of December, so over a month, and yeah, it looks good. This thing will very easily go to, I don't know, high double digits considering its revenue growth. Other than that, yeah, everything looks good pretty much. What happened? I got complacent. That's what happened. I got sloppy. I didn't think it was gonna sell off that much. I thought, you know, it was gonna get picked up on support levels, and I was too slow getting out of it. That's the problem. I was too slow. So instead of selling majority of my shares in the like low 3s and high 2s, I sold most of my shares in the low 2s, you know. I could have saved myself like 100k just by being a little bit faster. Yeah, ACMR, it's just capping up. It's a very thin stock. I won't get the, I won't be interested in this thing unless it goes to like 50 on bigger volume. Yeah, so fuel cell. I don't think I've ever lost this much money in such a short amount of time, or I didn't lose the money, or it was still a profitable trade, but I gave back like 200,000 in like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's a new record for me. So I turned a $250,000 trade into a $50,000 trade. Great job, great job. Yeah, but there's, you know, that's the thing with this market. There are so many new opportunities around the corner. There are literally, I mean, there's just so much opportunity. You fuck one thing up, or you miss one thing, there's like two others. Okay, market's open. Let's see what happens here. SPCE, okay, and Tesla putting in red candles so far. I shorted Tesla, 580, 566, low 566s. GMPX is already turning lower. Beyond Meat is red on a day, so I'm taking off my list. SPC, they're buying it up of the first red candle, or first weak candle, so that's good. Trill is putting in a nice candle today. I'm passing on it. NNVC had an enormous move yesterday. Today it's, well, they had an offering. Now it's in. It's down a lot. Funny thing is, FCEL did find support on this rising trend line. That's interesting. Maybe it holds up here. I don't know. Tesla looks like I'll get stopped out of my starter. They're buying up that first red candle. Or actually right now it's at the declining VWAP, so we'll see. But it's probably gonna stop me out. This thing wants 600. I'm 100% sure. Bought some IQ. I'm gonna try to buy more on dip. stopped out of CTST, it never went entry. Took a teeny tiny loss on it. INO looks like it was stopped out. Oh, Lake had a pretty nice dip. APT looks like shit also. Oh, fuel cell. Damn. It's incredible how things are just going up, up, up. It's pretty amazing. I was tempted buying this mRNA on open range highs. But I don't know. I've had no luck with these virus names. Like INO got stopped out twice, and now APT and Lake are both pretty damn weak. What's this XPIR? Interesting, starting to come out of a range. Very tight setup. Oh, holy shit, Lake. Okay, I'm gonna see what the next 10-15 minutes brings us. If it can't bounce, I'll get rid of it. It's a small position. I had 5,000 shares. I sold some in like $15 or so, and now I'm down like 2,000 on it for 2,500. So it's not a big deal. It's below my entry. APT is still green for me, even with this pullback, but we'll see. And if these things can't bounce, I'm getting out of them. Okay. I'm gonna lower this Lake stop a little bit. Like, you know, maybe it can bounce. If they can bounce like now, I'm out. I'm getting the fuck out. If they can't bounce. What is this NTRP? Yeah, this ACMR, so far pretty good volume, almost 500,000 volume already today. I think this thing could trade like 2 million shares today. I just hope it goes to 50 plus. It's very thin. It's hard to trade more than say 5,000-6,000 shares of this thing. So it really needs to go up more and also get more volume for me to trade this thing. Oh my god, fuel cell. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh my god. I guess opening range highs was the buy on it. Holy shit. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh my god. Oh. Like, oh my god. Why did it have to pull back this much? Like, couldn't it have stopped in the like mid twos or something? Oh. Disgusting. Disgusting. So fucking disgusting. Oh. That has to be one of the most expensive trading mistakes in my trading career. Top 10. Definitely top 10. Yeah, exactly. It held the rising 20-day moving average, and also it held this trend line. You see this? This is a trend line I draw like a couple of weeks ago. It held it. It didn't even touch the rising 20, but it touched this trend line. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Like magic. Like magic. Oh god. So disgusting. I can't believe I'm like throwing 50s and 100,000s of dollars around. Like just like 3-4 years ago, like $200,000, that would be like half of my account. And now it's like, okay, you know, it sucks, whatever. I'm gonna forget about it tomorrow. Okay, Lake did bounce so far, that's good. Yeah, the market has really spoiled us. Like the past couple of months, I became a little bit complacent, you know. Okay, SPC is potentially working on its first red 5-minute candle. Okay, I'm gonna stock this thing. I'm gonna start stocking this thing. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, the way I look at it, I'm gonna risk like 70, 80 cents to potentially make. It's still above VWAP, it's still front sides, but it's starting to get stretched. Potentially make, I don't know, $3. Okay, I'm short some SPC. Maybe I'll add some more later. I shorted 20,000 shares. I'm risking like 14,000 on this starter. See if we can get some. Right now it's holding VWAP for now. Tesla is still below its VWAP. And if it can't reclaim VWAP, I may short some more below this 563.30 or whatever it is. Maybe. Like if it can't reclaim VWAP. Trying to reclaim VWAP, we'll see. Again, the higher it goes, the better. I want this thing to stop me out and go higher. SPCE. So far so good. Again, I mean, I have a like 1901 average on it. I'm risking a little bit over 70 cents. You know, I think my target would be like, first target is $16. There's really no support on SPC until $16. That's really the first support. So that's really gonna be my first target. And second target would be maybe $15 or something. I don't know. Hey, any of you was in FCEL with me? And how did you trade it? If you were in FCEL, are you still in, or did you sell in pre-market? Or even better, did you sell like in the first few minutes after earnings were out? Let me know. Sold most yesterday. Smart guy. Smart guy. Very smart. Yeah. Very smart. You know, defense first. Absolutely. And the funny thing is, I'm like 90% certain. Like if the earnings had come out today or like tomorrow, or sorry, tomorrow or Friday, I think this stock would have. I mean, I think FCEL would have gone to like mid threes or something today or tomorrow. That's the funny thing. Like if we had just had 1 or 2 more days, that would have been awesome. That would have been great. But you know, it's what it is. It sucks. Let's see. Plug is starting to violate this rising 10-day, and if it closes below the 10-day, I will sell at least a third of my position. At least 1/3. What's ENDP? No, not ENDP. BLDP doing? BLDP. BLDP is strong. Okay. Okay, Tesla is gonna stop me out. Looks like. Push, push, push. Oh, T-Doc. I should probably sell some T-Doc here. Alright, Tesla, I took a $9,000 loss on a starter. Now let's let it go to infinity and beyond. Nah, I'm gonna pass on this XPI. I was thinking about buying it in my smallest account, but I would have liked to see more volume in it. And I also see a lot of my shit stocks turning lower. So, you know, I'm overall getting more cautious on the market, like at least on US stocks. Maybe not, like I bought some IQ this morning. This is a China name, but the China is not extended. China is just starting to come out of a big range. So China is not extended at all. So I'm not as cautious with the China names. But the US names, some of, you know, yeah, and SC, for example, another Asia name, looks great. It really does look great. Tilray is still building higher lows on the 60-minute chart, and it looks great on the daily. I think next leg higher, this thing could go to like 28, 29 bucks or something. So it would be great if it goes sideways for the rest of today, and then maybe breaks higher tomorrow. That would be great. I only got filled on half my IQ. I wanted 20,000 shares, I only have like 9,500. I really like the chart. It held the rising 20-day perfectly yesterday. Now it's all about stalking and watching again, waiting for the next big opportunity. It's NIO, if this thing could be setting up soon. Maybe, maybe like later this week, or, maybe Friday or next week. It keeps going like 7, 8 or something. Yeah. It's just been going sideways, this thing, for the past 2 years. I don't think there's any edge in trading this thing right now. It's just a choppy chart, you know. The edge is in big charts, in my opinion. It's not that big of a can. It's only down 3%. It's you know, no telling where this thing goes really. Like, I'm a little bit intrigued by this mRNA. It's dipping right now, but if it gets some more strength later, the volume is pretty big. Maybe it can have a nice follow through. Especially if this coronavirus starts spreading more. I don't know if they have contained it yet, but if they can contain it and start spreading more, this thing could get some momentum. It's the most liquid out of all of these you know, virus stocks. Let's see here. So Lake is probably gonna stop me out any second. APT also. Yeah, I have no luck with this virus plays. They're all going to stop me out. Now SPC, there may be an ad spot, like mid 1860s. Maybe an ad spot there. I don't know. Maybe later. Right now I'm not gonna do it, but maybe later, like 1865. ACMR looks like it took out the lows of the day. Taking it off my short watch list for now. GMPX looks vulnerable. Oh, APT, I got stopped out. Overall, it was a small profit on it. They just couldn't hold these things higher. Wow, XP, great job. Yeah, nice job. Perfect flag, recent IPO, growth stock. You know, it's just, yeah, it was almost, yeah, pretty much a 5-star setup. It was just too thin for me to trade. That's the only reason. If it had had like twice or 3 times as much liquidity, I would probably have traded it. But yeah. But congrats if you took it. Really good job. Shorted some GSX. This thing is really up like what? 9 days in a row. I'm risking like what, 60 cents to potentially make, I don't know, $5-7. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I added some more SPC. So I'm short 30,000 shares now. So I got stopped out of APT, which was the strong one, but I'm still in Lake. Interesting. Oh, okay. Let's see here. GMPX is holding so far. Reclaim V, or it's trying to reclaim VWAP. I really hope this thing can go to like $3 or something. That would be great for potential. NIO is reversing. Nah. Really want these things to go on. KRTX is reversing. Just not that much downside in KRTX. ShagX looks like I'm getting. I think we are starting to reach the end of the good times. Potentially, I don't know. SDN is breaking out again, but this has been like the shoppiest stock in the history of mankind. Like, I can't believe how shoppy this thing has been. It's been building higher lows for a year, but I mean, the shop is incredible. I don't think I'm gonna add to it. It's probably gonna pull back into support again and stop me out of those ads. I have some core I've been long for a couple of months, and I just keep it. GSX, I don't think I got, yeah, I almost got stopped or filled full size. Not entirely full size, but let's see if we can start pulling back here. Again, it's up 9 days in a row, and you know, I don't know for how much longer it will keep, can be up every day. Eventually it is gonna go down. XPIO is starting to get some volume, but again, I'll pass on it. ACMR, too bad it couldn't go higher. mRNA is fading quite a bit from the highs. It's really something you want to see from that setup. I'm gonna do a scan in 5 minutes and then I'll cut the stream. Damn, NIO, big reversal so far. Okay, let's do the last scan. See what's going on here. A lot of growth stocks are strong and just breaking higher. Most are extended from their bases, but that doesn't mean they can go higher for several weeks from here. The CVM looks interesting too, potentially. If we can keep going towards 20 and get more volume. Maybe for next week. We're starting to stalk Brazil again. Like it had a nice run past few months and now it kind of pulled back a little bit, consolidating. Maybe it needs another week or two sideways pullback and then maybe it will have another leg higher. It's just starting to come, I don't know. It's been very choppy. It goes higher, pulls back, goes a bit higher, pulls back. It's been very choppy the past 4 years. But I'm thinking, it's been building higher lows, has a range here. Once it breaks out of this formation, maybe it can have a sustained, multi-month, multi-quarter move. Potentially. Alright, Tilray is at its range again. It's been building higher lows all this way. Looks interesting. I really don't want this thing to break out today though. GSX has okay, it looks like it wants to take another leg lower here. Again, my first target on GSX is 30 bucks. That's my first target. It's easy to borrow, so I'm willing to hold this thing for a while. MNK is pulling back a little bit. Alright, well, I guess that's it for today. I see you tomorrow and happy trading for the rest of the day.